What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode, we are returning to the 908th Mobile Recon Team during the 1 year war. I messed up and didn't realize that there's only 2 chapters left in our coverage, so this one will be a shorter video than usual. Last time, Cuaran and his team engaged with the Heavy Fort class ship Jorg, helped set up communications for the team, but ended up being killed in action. In this episode, Cameron will prep the team to take care of EFF mobile suits, and Cuaran will implement a plan that he will later use on Amuro. So let's get into this. Cameron is packing up her office. It appears she was dishonorably discharged, which is weird. I don't think incompetence is dishonorable, but I guess they're really throwing her under the bus for being a part of the Daikun loyalists during the Zabi reign. Her sister Meryl comes in and tells her about some special intel that she recently acquired from the intelligence department. And by acquired, I mean stole. Meryl shows her photos taken from North America of White Base and the RX-78 Gundam. Deputy Commander is now in charge of the 908th, which seems to be all according to his plan. Sol says that he didn't think cowards could be so ambitious, while Cuaran is concerned as he thinks his chances of surviving this war has gone down significantly without Cameron in command. Cuaran and Cameron don't seem to like each other, but it is clear that he respects and trusts her with his life. Frostel comes bursting into Cameron's office, crying and begging her to let her come with her. She calms her down and tells her she will return once she gets this discharge removed. She hands Frostel a tissue. Cameron gathers up the platoon. She wants to split them up in the squads to run mock battles against Guile and his Zaku. They're confused as they never had training against mobile suits. They never had to. If a commanding officer is telling me this though, I would kinda take a hint and realize things are about to get worse. Cuaran, of course, is excited to run these mock battles. The deputy commander comes in and demands to know why she is trying to take command after being relieved of duty. As he yells at Cameron, he notices the men are excited for her command. Cameron bows to the deputy commander and says please. She has a higher rank than the deputy commander, so this is a person of higher status putting themselves in a lower position. The deputy commander's pride forces his hand, and he allows her to run the mock battles. They treat this as a going away party for her in the 908th. Cuaran wonders if there is a prize for the best squad. Frostel comes in with a crate and opens it up, revealing copious amounts of wine. I guess off page, Cameron finally got that wine she wanted. Everyone is pumped up to run training exercises. Cameron is on top of the hill with, is that the Samson? Neat. The Samson is one of those vehicles that is never seen outside of OG Gundam, so it is nice to see it here in use. The Samson is simply a mobile suit transport vehicle. It was used to transport the Goofs to the Black Tri-Stars. It has a pair of 2-barrel machine gun turrets. Like the Magella attack tank, the top can detach and function similar to a hover truck in a vehicle called the Samson Top. And yes, they made a Gunpla of the Samson. It does detach and can carry your other Gunpla. It is glorious. Bandai, bring back the Samson. Everyone is in position. Cameron signals to begin the mock battle. Guile is hesitant, but Cameron tells him to use the machine gun. He is using paintball rounds and takes out P.O. Bimpar. That looked like it hurt. Even though it is paint rounds, it is still a freaking giant 120mm round. That could still kill you. Frostel says this exact thing to Cameron, but she says that everyone knows what they are in for. I mean, he's out. This guy's not going anywhere. I'm sure something's broken. She says feeling the pain is what makes it training. Is that like some type of saying? Cuaran goes in and throws a smoke grenade. Guile thinks that they are going to take out his legs, so he jumps away, but Cuaran planned for this. Sol is waiting for him with a Langbale anti-rocket. I can't find any info on this unit, but it reminds me of a future version of the N-72 Law used during World War II. Since this is a mock battle, he is just painting and locking onto the target. Cameron monitors the data of his shots. The data says that Sol's attack would simply destroy the back armor and the unit would still be alive. They need to get in closer. Another squad goes out while Cuaran and Sol take a break. They are completely covered in paintballs. Cuaran has an idea for their next mock battle. He pulls out an adhesive charger. Out in the mock battle is the first squadron. They're trying to take down the Zaku by doing a Star Wars, but the Wappa just isn't strong enough. Sol is looking at the adhesive charger. He asks if he took the fuse out of these bombs for the mock test. Cuaran says of course. Sol is looking at the adhesive charger. Soul takes one and puts it on his wappa. He says that they need to get 50 centimeters close for it to stick to the mobile suit. They will have to get creative. Cuaran wants to prove that mobile suits aren't the only thing that matter on the battlefield. Squad 1 is out, and it is time for Cuaran and his team once again. They head out and attack the mobile suit. Guile shoots at Cuaran with the 120mm gun. They push past Guile and head to the forest, luring him in. They take cover under the trees while the Zaku chases. They keep chasing the unit until they see a ditch. The squad quickly ducks under the ridgeline, and Guile, in his mobile suit, goes right over them. Now with the mobile suit's back turned, they can rush in and begin planting the adhesive bombs. This is the exact technique that Cuaran will use when he goes up against Amado in the future. He has planned this technique ahead of time. They aim for areas where the armor is weaker as well as the exposed wires on the Zaku. Cuaran does his new jump technique to get high and throws a bomb on the mono eye sensor. Guile gets out and realizes they are bombs.
Cameron asks Guile if he thinks he would be able to successfully disarm the bombs.
He says only if he is able to stop time, which is interesting because we know that it can be done by a new type, as Amado in the future will, in fact, be able to disarm the bombs. The team celebrates. Cameron is proud of Cuaran for being so creative with so little. She tells him that she will be back, so don't die. The next morning, she heads out. The entire 908th comes to see her off. Things, of course, went back to normal. Soul, Guile, and Cuaran are having coffee and making a plan for the potential prototype Gundam that may make its way through the territory soon. Soul wonders if they will be shipped out to a new location, but Cuaran doesn't think the commander has a spine. He goes over to the hangar and looks at his iron Mustang. We cut to the future after the events of the original Gundam episode. He and his team is successful at placing bombs on the Gundam, but Amado was fast enough to deactivate them all before they went off. At the end, they go and tease the white base crew. As they take off, even Cuaran is taken aback by how young Amado was. Back at the base, he is being interrogated by Zeon higher-ups. He thinks he is in trouble, but rather, they want to document this as a guideline and tutorial to teach others how to take down the Gundam. Outside in the base, everyone is packing up. The front is being moved, and it is clear that this base is about to be abandoned. Guile comes running over to Soul, Cuaran, and Frostel. He tells them that they have been reassigned to Odessa. And that will do it for this episode. Cuaran and his team was reassigned to Odessa. What happens to his team is unknown. Did they escape, or were they killed during the battle? We will never know until another writer comes along and picks up this story. I would like to see a follow-up story with his team doing something in Odessa, but I kinda know how the battle turns out, so their survival is very unlikely, and even if it is, it's a grim story. What do you think? Would you want to see a follow-up to this series? There was something about this team that makes me want to go back and learn more about them. Let me know in the comments your thoughts.
But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, when running from a mobile suit, just duck. Peace.